Over an open field near Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone detects two Russian soldiers moving along the edge of dry, leafless trees. Their pace is steady. Unaware of what's above, within moments, an FPV drone is dispatched, locking on their position. The distant hum grows louder, finally drawing attention. One soldier breaks into the forest line, while the other drops to the ground, hoping the stillness will hide him. The camera remains fixed, tracking every move until the target is neutralized. The sequence reflects a textbook execution of coordination between reconnaissance and strike units, showing how precision and timing continue to define Ukraine's modern drone warfare strategy. Near Pokrovsk, a pair of Russian soldiers ride an ATV across a dirt road cutting through open terrain. The drone feed follows from above, its camera fixed as they move between scattered craters. Moments later, a small blast shakes the frame. A grenade detonates near the vehicle, followed by a sudden eruption beneath it. Dust clouds rise, the ATV torn apart by a concealed mine. One soldier stumbles free, disoriented, running without direction through the empty field. The Ukrainian drone tracks quietly, recording the aftermath in silence. This sequence highlights how layered defenses and reconnaissance integration reshape modern battlefield awareness. In the ruined outskirts of Pokrovsk, two Russian soldiers advance cautiously toward what they believe is a friendly held structure. The silence around them hides a different truth. From a concealed position nearby, a Ukrainian marksman of the 7th Rapid Response Corps observes their approach through a cracked window. The soldiers pause, uncertain, scanning debris for movement. In a single, precise moment, the ambush unfolds, leaving no chance for reaction. Over a dirt road cutting through open terrain near Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone spots two Russian soldiers advancing cautiously along the muddy path. Within seconds, an FPV strike drone is dispatched to investigate. As it approaches, the pair remains unaware of the silent presence above. The drone slows, hovering briefly above the trailing soldier, capturing every movement. Then, a sudden shift. The soldier looks up, raises his weapon, and fires a short burst toward the sky. The rounds miss. The FPV pivots, stabilizes, and accelerates forward with calculated precision. The feed trembles for a moment before clearing, confirming the mission complete. This engagement demonstrates how, even in open terrain, speed and composure define drone warfare, where 1 second of hesitation can decide the outcome long before the smoke clears. In the outskirts of Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone surveys a stretch of barren woodland where movement is rarely seen. Below, a lone Russian soldier, dressed in thermal camouflage, walks carefully along a narrow trail covered with dry leaves and broken branches. He pauses midway, staring at the ground as if noticing something unfamiliar, perhaps a wire, a footprint, or just an uneasy feeling. The air is still, the forest silent. After a brief hesitation, he moves again, slowly fading between the skeletal trees. Moments later, another soldier appears from the opposite side, crossing paths with him before disappearing into the brush. The first man stops beneath a leafless tree and lowers himself to rest, fatigue evident in every motion. What he cannot see is the silent observer above. The drone hovers, confirms identity, and closes in with deliberate precision. The sequence ends quietly, illustrating how aerial reconnaissance turns patience and timing into decisive advantage. FPV operators detect unusual movement along a muddy dirt road following a heavy rain. A drone is immediately dispatched, flying low over wet grass and shallow trenches lined with barbed wire. Moments later, two Russian soldiers are spotted standing beside their motorcycles, likely stuck in the thick mud and forced to stop. The drone adjusts its path, locks onto the position, and closes in with precision within seconds. One of the soldiers is neutralized as the feed stabilizes over the rain-soaked ground. A Ukrainian FPV drone is assigned to patrol a defensive sector lined with dragon's teeth obstacles near the Pokrovsk front. Flying low along the concrete barriers, the operator notices faint movement among the grass and debris, zooming in. The drone confirms several Russian soldiers taking cover just beyond the fence line, rather than striking immediately. The operator circles wide, disappearing from sight, believing the threat had passed. The soldiers regroup close together, unaware they've been marked. Seconds later, the FPV reappears from the opposite direction, descending rapidly along the row of obstacles. The feed tightens as the drone closes in on two soldiers lying side by side. The frame shakes, then steadies, confirming the strike. The encounter reflects precise coordination, deception, and timing, key elements that define modern battlefield drone tactics today. Over a field covered in tall grass near Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian FPV drone conducts a post-battle sweep after repelling a failed Russian assault. The operator scans slowly, the landscape quiet except for the faint hum of the drone's rotors. Minutes pass before a faint shape appears, a lone Russian soldier hidden among the reeds. Coordinates lock. The FPV accelerates forward, closing distance with precision before the target can react. Over the skies of Pokrovsk, a Russian Lancet drone is detected maneuvering at low altitude, its flight path steady until a Ukrainian FPV drone locks on from distance. The recon drone observing from above captures every adjustment, each calculated shift in pursuit. The FPV accelerates, maintaining visual alignment while compensating for turbulence and evasive loops. For several tense seconds, the two machines trace arcs through open air, predator and prey defined by precision. In the fields near Pokrovsk, Ukraine's 5th Assault Brigade, known as Phoenix, tracked two Russian soldiers moving between scattered debris. The recon drone confirmed their position, sending coordinates to the FPV unit circling above. Within seconds, both drones dove in, each finding its target with precision. The operation was swift, coordinated, and silent, another demonstration of how real-time intelligence and precision FPV control define modern frontline tactics. Near the Pokrovsk sector, Ukraine's 3rd Corps and the 60th Mechanized Brigade, known as FATM, launched a joint operation combining heavy bomb drones with precision FPV units. The objective was clear: disrupt a Russian infantry assault advancing through open terrain. As thermal drones tracked multiple signatures, FPVs were dispatched in sequence, striking each isolated movement one by one. Coordination between reconnaissance and strike teams left no room for regrouping or counterattack. The entire maneuver unfolded with calculated timing, revealing how layered drone tactics now replace traditional artillery barrages. Each engagement reinforced a simple truth in this battlefield: speed, synchronization, and precision dominate every inch of ground. In the outskirts of Pokrovsk, operators from Ukraine's 68th Jaeger Brigade, known as Dov Bush's Hornets, locate a Russian BMP concealed near a cluster of ruined residential buildings. The recon drone maintains steady altitude, observing faint heat signatures beneath broken rooftops. After target confirmation, the FPV unit locks in and begins its descent. A precise hit follows, igniting the vehicle and sending thick smoke through the shattered walls. The Hornets record the aftermath, marking another example of adaptive drone tactics in complex urban terrain.